friends, I hope all of you are doing well with your life. You all have got a positive thought towards your life. And now, today I would like to discuss with you something about the ability to think. What is the necessity of thinking and what positive things we would get out of our thinking, and what are the negative impacts if we don't think at the proper time and take the right actions. For this, I would like to narrate you a story. So for this, you can come along with me to a place. You can imagine it for yourself. You can imagine a small village, and nearby the village there is a little small park. A small park is there, and nearby that there is a forest. It's not a very huge jungle, a little bit of densely populated area out of trees. So the place is like that. A village is there, and in between that, in between the village and the forest, there is a park. So what do we find in the park in the early morning? In the early morning, we find people taking a walk in the morning, right? So here in this story, we are going to have two friends. We all have friends, isn't it? So from the jungle, we are going to pick up two friends. So the friends, they are very thick friends, okay? Wherever they are, they used to go together, they used to spend time together. Whatever they are doing, they used to discuss everything with each other, and they used to do. But do you want to know who the friends are? So the one friend is a snake, and the next friend is a tortoise. So here, these two friends' nature is very different. You yourself know it. The snake is a venomous creature. It's very long. Its body is very sleeky. It just crawls on the floor. But what about the tortoise? It's a small animal. Its outer surface is made of shell. It's a protective shell. Okay, you can have this thing in your mind. It is very useful in the later part of the story. And how does it move? It moves very slowly. But on contrast, what about the nature of the snake? The snake moves very quick. So now, when we are getting into the story, these two friends, they used to talk every day. They used to go for walking every day. As routine, when the snake and the tortoise, they began their walk one day, they were able to see some human beings coming at a far distance. This actually, the snake and tortoise, they used to go for walk regularly, but this is an exception. Suddenly one day they faced human beings. On seeing the human beings at a distance, the tortoise and the snake, they began to discuss something for themselves. When they are coming a little close by, when they were able to see the humans very clearly, they found that the humans had some sticks in their hands. They were, because it's a village place, right? It is a village place. So when they are going for walking in the morning, the human beings, they had some sticks in their hands, some vessels, and they were going in that way. So on seeing the stick in the hands of the human beings, the tortoise immediately warns the snake that it is not good for us to continue our walk. Let us stop here and let us go back to our place. But the snake is not ready to listen to the advice of the tortoise. It's saying the tortoise that you are a fool, you are a meek creature, but I am not like you. I can move very fast and I am a venomous creature. If I just go in front of them, rage at them and try to sting my venom on them, they would just get scared and they would run away. So I am going to move forward. This is what the snake was telling the tortoise, and it is trying to move forward. But tortoise is trying to prevent the snake from its venture. The snake is not ready to heed to the advice of the tortoise, and the snake is moving forward. The tortoise, very intelligently, it is just trying to hide its body, its limbs and its head into its shell, and it's trying to move backward. So when it is trying to move backward, the snake notices it, and the snake is saying that you are a fool. I am going to show you how brave and bold I am. So the snake is venturing in, and this tortoise, it has just gone back and hidden itself behind the bush. The snake goes fast. It is very strong that it can attack human beings, and it's raging very fast at the humans, and it's going in front of the humans with full rage and hissing at them. The human beings were having stick in their hands, and they started to beat the snake. It got too many blows, but luckily the snake managed to escape from the hands of the human beings. What do you understand from this? So here, we human beings are same like the snake. We know what is good and what is wrong, but we don't listen to the advice of other people. We don't think for ourselves in a patient manner. We just act in haste, and we don't try to get the good advice, the good counsel from others. We think that we are superior, and we don't try to get the counsel of others. The same thing the snake also did here. Now let's continue the story. So here the snake has got beat. It has got too many blows, and it's now taking rest for long days. After long days, again the two friends, they have started to continue their walk in the morning. That time the same situation comes in front of them again. They are just able to see some humans in front of them. On seeing the humans, the snake has already learned a lesson, right? The snake is now trying to go back, but the tortoise is saying, no, now you can go in front of them. It's because now the human beings don't have any stick in their hands. So from this story, what we understand is we must look into the situation. We must look at the circumstance and then think for ourselves and act. Only if we think before venturing into any action, we can get success. So in our life, when we get into lots of situations like these, we should be very careful to act like the snake as well as the tortoise. So when the situation, when the circumstance is suiting us, when it is in a good state to us, if we do something, if we can understand that if we do something, we would get the positive result, we must be very strong to venture into the action like the snake. But if we find the circumstance not too good for us, not too beneficial for us, we must fold ourselves, we must control ourselves and wait for the right time like the tortoise. So I hope you would have understood the story very well. So this focuses on our ability to think. We get to people's varieties of peoples around us. Many of us gives good counsel to us at particular time, but we must be careful enough to choose which is good and which is bad. This is one thing. And the other is we must think it for ourselves whether this advice will suit us or not. We must look into all sides, all aspects of a counsel, or we must think for ourselves using all the strategies that we know. We have to think it for ourselves. I don't say you that you must always depend on others. You must have your own individuality, but you must heed to the wise advice. So that way, we must develop our thinking ability. Just before venturing into any action, we have to think whether it would be a successful thing if we do it now. If not now, if the plan is good, just wait for the right time. The right time with the right action can bring you success very easily. So, right time and right action is needed. So for you to decide the right time and right action, you really need a proper thinking ability. So I tell you all to develop a good positive thinking ability in you before you start any action. So bye guys, we'll meet you soon.